Bitcoin just keeps on damn crashing as the FTX news just keeps going from bad to worse. Massive hack over the weekend, all kinds of crazy going on. BlockFi went under, and who the heck could be next to suffer from FTX contagion? Well, I've got that in today's video for you. Also taking a quick look at the charts, make sure to stick around for all of the goods. Let's get it. So as you've likely heard, if you haven't, then you can hear it now. FTX over the weekend got hacked. Hundreds of millions of dollars were drained out of FTX and FTX US. It must have been an inside job. The timing, the coincidence, it's just who at FTX did that. The apps all then started broadcasting out malware updates. If you have the FTX app on your phone and you haven't deleted it yet, make sure to delete that ASAP. Do not open it up, just delete it and move on with yourself, because holy cow, what an absolute shit show for crypto. This is beyond bad for the industry. It's just, this is going to set us back a lot. I mean, the fallout from this is going to continue, I think, for a while. Also, as Altcoin Daily pointed out here, they've got FTX apparently faked an order from Bahama regulators so that they could withdraw crypto while everything else was actually paused. So we're seeing a lot of withdrawals happening a couple days ago from FTX, and they're saying, well, you know, Bahama said we have to make sure that people in Bahama can withdraw their funds, but then Bahama came out and said, you know, that's not really the case. Sorry. So holy cow, more lying, more deceit, more fraud at FTX. I mean, it just, the rabbit hole just goes so damn deep. It's insanity. Also, FTX has listed 0 Bitcoin assets on their bankruptcy papers, despite having $1.4 billion in Bitcoin liabilities. This means that just incredible levels of lying and deception here from FTX, that they had all this Bitcoin liability, right? Customer Bitcoin. They owed their customers $1.4 billion of Bitcoin, but they didn't have it. It was all gone. Where's the Bitcoin at, man? Oh man, this is just, wow. That's unreal. $1.4 billion in Bitcoin liabilities, and they got no Bitcoin at the bankruptcy. This is next level stuff right here. As Pepe the Goat here on Twitter points out, also we've got some incredible levels of just incestuousness, we can say, with the cryptocurrency industry. So Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX, and all the related entities and what they've acquired or have exposure to, invested in. So we can see here Alameda, for example, has investments right across the crypto space, from things like the 3 Commas, which is a trading API assistant, to the Solana blockchain, FTX. You know, they bought Blockfolio, for example, which became the FTX app, which is now broadcasting malware, and you need to delete if you haven't done it already. We have all kinds of other stuff here. FTX US, you know, bought up BlockFi, and apparently this is BlockFi. They shut withdrawals down, crushing. You know, there was some glimmer of hope for people at BlockFi, and then this crushing thing happened. But apparently, FTX pushed for BlockFi to put all the customer assets from BlockFi onto FTX for custody, which means anybody who had money in BlockFi, potentially everything's gone. We'll see how everything works out in the bankruptcy proceedings, right? But that looks pretty damn bad, to be honest. And FTX Ventures, of course, investments right across the cryptocurrency space, things like Yuga Labs and Aptos, the new Solana killer, and all this kind of stuff. Just lots of companies, and this is honestly, this is the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more companies that, like Alameda, for example, invested in like 250 different crypto startups or something like that. All of those coins have the potential for having a lot of their supply locked up in FTX that might be gone or be dumped at some point in the future, or whatever it might be. Some companies had their treasuries on FTX. Some of these companies that were backed by FTX or Alameda, they had their treasury management being handled by FTX, which means that money is gone. So we're going to see a lot of crypto altcoin companies failing because their money's gone. FTX had it and it's gone. They don't have any money to pay developers or promote themselves or do any of that stuff anymore. It's over for them. And of course, we're also going to see a lot of companies using this FTX collapse as an excuse to exit scam. Man, oh man, oh man. Crazy stuff. Now, look, I just want to share this because now is the time to be paranoid. Now is the time to be paranoid, guys, because we are starting to see contagion risks starting to float around. We've seen different trading desks and stuff that have been hit. Rumors circulating about one of one of the biggest Bitcoin OTC desks having been absolutely wiped out by what happened with FTX. BlockFi, of course, gone under as a result of exposure to FTX here. You got to ask yourself a question. If you have money in somewhere like Nexo, which is basically the only crypto lender magically that hasn't gone under but still offering 12% on stablecoins somehow in the middle of a bear market, I don't know how that works, but apparently that's the case. Just got to ask yourself, with rumors starting to fly about them, for example, is it really worth taking the risk right now? You can always leave and come back, right? I'm not saying anything. Maybe Nexo is totally fine, right? But now is the time to be paranoid. FUD's starting to go around about Crypto.com and Gate.io as well. Again, maybe everyone's being paranoid. It's been a pretty rough week. Emotions are high, right? Things are a bit raw in the crypto market right now. But again, you just have to ask yourself the question, are you willing to take the risk? If it turns out that Crypto.com or Gate.io or KuCoin or anybody, any crypto company has been doing bad stuff or is somehow insolvent, are you willing to take the risk right now? We've just seen the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange go under. Now is the time to be paranoid. Now is the time to be careful and get your money off the exchanges and to put it in your hardware wallet so all this stuff blows over. We find out, the tide's going out. We're finding out who's swimming naked right now. FTX was swimming naked. BlockFi was swimming naked, right? Celsius was swimming naked. It's getting pretty crazy out there, guys. Protect your money. And if your money's on a centralized service, it's not protected. They own it. Remember that. Now, guys, look, that doesn't mean that there are no opportunities left in the markets right now. I know things have been pretty crazy recently, but still ways to be making money in crypto. If you're not signed up yet to Wealth Mastery, you got to sign up, figure out why 50,000 people a week are reading this newsletter. And I just want to point out as well, in our most recent issue, this is for free members. And if you want to go premium, of course, you can always get more features for the newsletter. This went out for our free and premium members about how to potentially get an airdrop from the upcoming Solana killer called Sui. Right? So go check out that free information. Sign up using the link down below to check out the newsletter. Now let's have a quick look at the charts here. So the dollar index continuing to fall down, and it's catching a little bit of bid here, so to speak, but holy cow, it's blasted right through the 100-day exponential moving average, heading down towards the 200. I mean, this is the worst performance we've seen it do for a very long time. I mean, for the last 18 months, it's been basically bouncing off the 50-day EMA. Are we finally seeing a real breakdown to the dollar here? We shall see, of course, what happens in the next few days. We can see the S&P 500 continuing to move up as that dollar index continues to fall. And if it had not been for FTX, then we would probably be seeing a great rally for Bitcoin right now, too. Instead, this is what we get. Bitcoin barely able to hold on to $16,000 right now. We came back up on Thursday, just to hit basically a bearish confirmation, essentially, just to hit that previous area of price support around $18,200, which then turned into price resistance, hitting the bearish confirmation and heading back down. Basically just a slow bleed over the last 4 days here. Volume has been absolutely pathetic. Everybody's freaked out in the market right now. Everybody's afraid of more contagion and potentially expecting lower prices. And I don't know when we're going to bounce at. I don't know how badly it's going to how long it's going to take for us to recover from this horrific news in the market. But if you are looking for lower bid targets, well, the next one comes in around $14,000, well, $13,800 if you want to, around $14,000, which is the high water mark from 2019's bear market rally. After that, $12,500 has been an incredibly important level for Bitcoin over time, particularly back in August of 2020, as well as August of 2019. So the $12,500 area becomes very interesting, and as well around $10,500, which we can see again here in June 2020, as well as February 2020, October 2019, right? Lots of areas where we've seen 10K acting as a very, very interesting area back here in April, May 2018 as well. So that would be the big one if we end up going down that far. Now, look, maybe things get better quicker than we realize. Maybe people aren't willing to capitulate here, et cetera, but there is a lot of fear in the market. And that's just crypto specific. We still have lots of macro risks on the table, even though the S&P 500 has been rallying and the dollar index has been falling. We still can't discount the macro scene, but the micro scene for crypto has been terrible. So do keep safe out there, guys. Remember that this kind of craziness happens, once in a blue moon in crypto, but it's happening right now. Crypto's not going anywhere. We will get through this. Okay, that's all for now. Subscribe if you are not already, and I'll see you next time.